All right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachakwadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth with sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And double honors to our apostles and elders of the millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And welcome to another series of edifying rants. You know, where I talk about life issues, talk about how to overcome them through the Holy Scriptures. So today, I'm going to be talking about the captives who are exiled and how we are hastening, seeking to be loosed from this society. Okay, because, well, when you're in captivity, you're just going through hell, man. And this is the worst captivity we have ever been in. Our women is out of order. Our food is garbage. The air is trash. There's pollution everywhere you look. And then, every time you turn on the news, you hear about somebody amongst our nation gang banging. Somebody amongst our nation is dying. Another one is going to jail. Our women are all out of order. They have rights. They have more power than you do in this society. Sometimes when I see a woman driving a car, it irks me to my nerves because a woman shouldn't be driving a car. That's like a woman riding a horse by herself. No, a horse was created for men to ride. Okay, a horse is a man's ride. Now, I don't mind seeing a woman sitting on the horse as the passenger while the man is the one, riding the horse. But to see a woman, with a car, all proud and shit, acting like she don't need a fucking man, that shit pisses me off. You got to deal with people smoking, doing drugs, selling drugs. Our people are all strung out of crack. A lot of our people don't even have drugs. The best they can do is sit around on the street corners, cause trouble, laugh, joke, sag their pants. Our people's just begging for change all over the place. And then on top of that, depending on what part of the hood you're in, there's garbage everywhere. There's broken glass all over the place. Trash bags sitting around the trash can. It stinks outside. It smells like piss when you walk past certain alleys, And depending on some neighborhoods, you're always hearing dogs bark. Dogs always bark. Woo, 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 woo. It's always hard to sleep sometimes because there's almost never no silence. And when you think there's silence, you suddenly hear some kind of weird ass ring in your ears, just out of nowhere. You walk past certain of our people, they mean mug you. Our people don't even know how to work together anymore, Everybody is out to get each other. You have children in this society, you cannot even enjoy them. Why? Because your woman is quick to put you on child support. If you do got a woman, you always have to ponder what she's doing behind your back because you can't trust women nowadays. You might be at work and you don't know what she's doing while you're at work. She could be messing around with another guy and then she ends up getting screwed by him and ends up getting pregnant. So then you come home and she all extra nice to you and all of a sudden she wants to hurry up and have sex with you. because ultimately she don't want to be exposed to the fact that she's pregnant. You know, you got all these moles and transformers walking around. You got all these pedophiles walking around. You got all these people having sex with animals walking around. All these people who commit incest walking around. People getting murdered and tortured every day. People coming up missing, kidnapped, becoming human sacrifices unto the Illuminati, being sacrificed unto idols. You know, our people are heavy into witchcraft. Our people's catching judgment every single day. And every day as a brother in this truth, when you wake up in this society, it's just pure hell, man. You know, some people want to drive vehicles with extra loud sounding engines. Who does that? Who modifies their mufflers so that when they drive their car, it sounds loud? Unnecessary BS, you know? Unnecessary BS, you know? But this is the punishment, the price that we have to pay for forsaking our power. You know? This is the price we have to pay. So as being captives in captivity, what are we doing? We are hastening that we may be loosed, meaning freed from this society. You know, that we might be loosed from these chains of darkness, these bodies, these weak, feeble bodies. You wake up sometimes and your nose is all stuffy, you know, your knees hurt, your back hurt. Sometimes you wake up and you don't even feel like going to work. But you know, if you call off, your boss or your manager or one of your higher ups, they're going to give you shit about it. That they might make you work a double or something, you know? I mean, there's no telling what they'll do, you know? Or they might take away from some of your hours so that your check might be like $140 something. You know, what can you do with that in a society like this? So being in captivity is just hell, man. You know, there's really no place to turn for comfort in this society. When you really think about it, there's no place to turn for comfort in this society. Okay? The only comfort we're going to get is the comforter, which is, you know, the word of Yahweh, which is Yahawashi, which, what did Yahawashi say? He come in the volume of the book. You know, so Yahawashi, he's the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Holy Scriptures. And that's our comfort. Whenever we read scriptures about the kingdom of heaven and receiving those new bodies, those immortal bodies, hearing things like that comfort us. Hearing about how you know, when Yahawashi come back, we're going to be liberated. We're going to have spiritual power. Our women are going to be back in line. We're going to be able to get vengeance on our enemies. That include the 2/3 of our people, which mostly make up women. You know, you know, we're going to have the pleasure of putting these heathens, starting with the Edomites, in slavery. You know, and all we have to do is continue to be patient. In order to endure the hell or the troubles of life, you have to learn patience. And patience is not something that is easy to learn. You know, it's hard to find somebody who actually have patience. But before the kingdom can come, you know, We gotta have patience, man. We gotta go through the sufferings that we're going through. You know, we're gonna have to deal with dogs barking at damn near every car that drives by every morning. We're gonna have to deal with people who want to blast their music unreasonably loud whenever they're driving their vehicle. We gotta deal with, hearing men arguing with their woman because their woman got caught, committing adultery with another man, being with another man. You gotta deal with your woman being a demon. You gotta deal with the fact that you have no control or power over your children. You got to deal with these dirty, stinking, polluted, trashed up neighborhoods. You got to deal with walking past alleys and it smell like piss. You got to deal with, the fact that our people want to gang bang and shoot and kill each other over clothes or shoes or colors. You're going to have to deal with the fact that your house might be infested with roaches or bed bugs or mice. You have to deal with the fact that you're not going to breathe clean air in this captivity, that you're going to be breathing in chemtrails and smog from vehicles and pollution from factories and power plants. You might have to deal with the fact that you have to work on the Sabbath. I had to work yesterday. And guess what? If you don't work on the Sabbath, they write you up. That's just how it is in this captivity. So you that's where you apply wisdom at. The book of Matthew, the 10th chapter, where Yahweh said, "Be ye wise as serpents and harmless as doves." Because we're living amongst wolves in this society and wild beasts. Some people out here are lions. Some people out here are tigers. Some people out here are hyenas. Some people out here are snakes. Some people out here are alligators. Some people out here are vultures. Some people out here are hawks. Some people out here are cats. And then you got some people in this world who are as doves and as sheeps, which will be the Lord's elect. Because the scriptures speak, Yahweh spoke about being harmless as a dove and being wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. So, knowing that you're going to be amongst dangerous beasts, not to mention there are people who are also dogs as well, man. Loyal to their gang, willing to do dirt just to get gain. Yeah, there's people like that in this world. So as being sheeps among wolves and other dangerous animals out here, you got to walk with wisdom at all times. You have to walk with wisdom at all times.
Straight ahead of you. If you're on 15.
Okay. So here it says the captive exiled. Okay. Who's exiled? We as a nation of people, we are exiled. We are exiled from our homeland, which is the land of Israel. We have been exiled because we forsake the Lord. So he removed us from out of the good land. And he allowed heathens and murderers to dwell in our land. So the captive, which we are the captives, the Israelites, The captive exiled hasteneth that he may be loosed, meaning freed from these chains of darkness, freed from this wicked kingdom, freed from the oppression, freed from unrighteous dealings from our women, from heathens, from people in general, freed from all of it, freed from being restricted to the ground, being restricted to one area. You know, freed from being broke all the goddamn time, freed from having to wait damn near 2 weeks just to get a check, freed from all of it. And that he should not die in the pit. And another word for the pit is the system. This whole system is set up to oppress us and to keep us at the bottom. You know, it's set up to where we either oppress, kill each other, so that the oppressor can come and lock us up. That's how this whole system is set up. You know, like it tells you in the book of Haggai, you only make money to make money in a bag with holes. You know, it don't matter if you make $320. You still got to buy food. You got a phone bill to pay. You got utilities to pay. You got to pay your rent. By the time you finish paying all your bills and your utilities, as well as your rent, you ain't got no money. You got to sit through a whole entire week broke with nothing to do. But we have to endure all this. Why? Because we sinned against our power. It says, nor that his bread should fail. So that's pretty much it for this lesson. Lord's will, you are edified through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. With that, I'm going to say Shalom. Is on to the next one.